In my last attempt, it really think it was a glitch, but we're today in ION Formula Racing. We're going for Kyklama Thessaloniki. We're going to be launching for the F1 cars, and probably we're going to be doing for such as only one thing. We're about to become another one thing as well. That into the next video. In our last video, that didn't rain in Hungary International Circuit. We're going to be stepping into the garage and we're going to be trying to drive as fast as possible. The best lap time the opponent is to beat for 1 minute and 14 seconds. And this is actually impossible to do so. Let's just deploy the F1 car. And I'm not going to be doing for just only one thing. So in our last 39%, this isn't going to be last time as well. We're going to be trying to increase the fuel to 100%. Let's just respawn the F1 car. Overall, this is going to be even perfect to do this. And this is going to be onto your right. And this is where the pit strategy is going to be getting a little bit out of my sight. And let's just give ourselves a go. And you can absolutely try to speed yourself, because I absolutely retried already. And let's just get ready to go in our few attempts that we're gonna be pretty trying to make things a little bit easy. Hopefully let's just turn on the mouse steering, and this corners is around for this little bit of one time as well, because this circuit is going to be pretty hard to do this, as we're going to be started to get a little bit of ourselves hot lap. We have our DRS zones, as we're going to be trying to start our hot lap selections, and there must be some sort of an obstacle course around here for many more reasons. But looks like the ERS is full, and we're ready to deploy as green. And we're not going to be able to be slightly possible to do this, but regaining myself to do so. And we're just trying to start a little bit itself. Let's go for a hot lap, because we slightly being mistakenly cursed myself for doing this. I'm absolutely swear too much. Regain, and we just flipped it against one. I think we just absolutely started to regain. So our first hot lap we're going to be doing for 1 minute and 36 seconds. We're deploying myself for just only one. We cannot able to brake myself because this circuit is going to be the hardest. And this is where we're going to be climbing up all the way up here. And down to inside on just a little bit of one, without making for just a little bit of one mistake. 12 seconds behind the opponent into our last lap before we just completely hit the corner cutting as well. We're still going speed, by the way. And we're still going to manage to hit the ERS on. And we're still going to be that I'm not going to be doing for just this one thing. Our second sector is completed. And what should be able to do next? ERS and deploy the DRS as well. I think we're just going to be trying to regain, redeploy, and looks like we have gained a lot of seconds. But looks like our qualified selection isn't going to be like that for 1 minute and 19 seconds, which has got to be the fastest laps that I have to regain myself into this only one thing. Instead of a keyboard, we're going to be actually doing for our steering mode. And we're going to be doing for our best lap without any proper warnings. And deploying for really fast, I guess. 1 second ahead of the opponent, while regaining for our fastest lap times, whatever we try to be seen against a little bit later. I think we need to get a little bit faster, but myself isn't going to be like that. My ERS is going to be running out of juice, and we have selected even for more faster lap times. We didn't absolutely try to do this, and we just deploy once again, and we're not going to be doing for just only one thing. Oh my god! We have just a one late braking, and we just gonna be doing for a manual transmission, and we just completely disabled for steering, I guess. Completely disabled mouse steering mode. I think we just completely re-enabled the steering mode against the manual. Now we're back to 1 minute and 34 seconds. Instead of a corner cutting for myself for only one thing, of over 3 strikes in amount of this warnings, that resulted giving myself 4 seconds of penalty, and oh god, I'm out of the race. So looks like we're about 2 seconds away, and this isn't going to be just like even for demo, for just only for one thing out of there deploying like myself, because I never speak for such as a Greek language. Oh, we got our second warning. I think it's time to head back into the pits whatsoever. But since we hit the 3rd warning, and this has got to be my first time that we eventually hit the penalty as well, because since of my first times of penalty that I just using my golf cart as well, I hit the DRS, and we cannot able to be subject to B finishes anyways. So let's get back into the pits, and we're not going to be improving for myself as well. We're headed back into the pits as we hit for such as only one thing. We're going to be rechanging the tires, as we're not going to be doing it so for at only one. And my Formula 1 car is in trouble. Let's just going to be redriving for myself. We're still setting to 100% in fuel, but not instead that we're going to be going for qualifications. My qualifications isn't going to be pretty perfect as well. It was eventually not good, as we eventually didn't making things for only one thing. The most of all, it was exactly how this is one thing, and of course, and the qualifying finish is already to deuces. The session is completely over, as we're going to be trying to do this once again without any kinds of damage with a Formula 1 vehicles. So instead of the race, we're going to be about to do this and see what it was that we're going to be trying to start all the way around here. Let's go for a hot lap, and we're about to do this for one thing. Still getting back into rich, and we're still going to be regaining for myself about rich things a little bit for just going to be recharging the ERS, and didn't give myself a first warning. So let's get back into a little bit of run bases instead of a mouse steering. Let's go for the ERS itself for once again, and it's not going to be such as pretty easy. Let's go once again, and not for all, and it's going to be such as only one thing. This is going to be pretty hard, as we're losing ERS back to itself one. And I guess the race is going to be started sooner. Let's go for itself for a little bit of one. And we're ready for another laps, 1 minute and 34 seconds, just before the out lap has come. And we really think the ERS is fully recharged for a lasting amount of seconds. Redeploying the ERS, and we're not allowed to join the race by one. and deploy the ERS once again, and it's going to be improving for myself. Another session is completely over. Now it's going to be completely all the way up here and deploying myself, and this is not going to be very that quick. Deploy the ERS back, and looks like I'm not going to be such as the best lap ever. Regain the ERS. I guess this is not going to be so fast. DRS deployed, and looks like we're about for another 9 minutes before the races absolutely start. Deploy the ERS once again, and then made itself for 1 minute and 18 seconds, and that could be the fastest lap ever. And I could be able to still regaining for myself. The qualification has just started, and we just absolutely started to get a little bit deploying for myself. And oh, we forgot the hot lap, and we're just going to be still deploying the ERS back and forgot the DRS. And I think we're going to be about to do this again once and for all. Here we go once again. This is going to be my time, and against my ERS, try to make things a little bit back. I think this is going to be for such as a one hit. Redeploying, as we're going to be hit for itself for the world record of once again. Oh, we try not to hit the brakes. Oh god, this is pretty bad, and I just wasted myself a long time. And just, I never hit the brakes already, because unfortunately I lost my mind forever. Redeploying the DRS, and it is absolutely 1 second ahead. This is not good, which is not good by myself. Oh my god, we just went outside for too much, and we completely running out of juice almost. Started to get don't know about this thing, and this is absolutely getting for my situation as well. And still regaining 1.5 seconds ahead, and we're still going to be making itself for just only one thing. It's going to be for my fastest lap, and we're just going to be doing for such as Gran Turismo mode. Oh dear, 1 minute and 22 seconds, and it's not that pretty quick. It's pretty such as necessary. Oh no, unfortunately I have another strike, so the qualifications is completely done. I gotta finish this video because the video ends with corner cutting for myself for recent times as well. And I guess that's it. I'm not gonna be quitting of this race for myself. If you like for today's video, and unfortunately we cannot able to buy another Formula 1 car for just another one. So until next video, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell, and the game is linked in the description down below that you want to race yourself for to do this, because if that racing series is dead, you can still manually access for everybody itself for only one reason. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll talk to you Mini Lads and Formula 1 fans all later.